Alrighty guys, we're going back to some more Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Last episode, we unlocked a brand new job, the Red Mage. We're going to take a quick peek at it. This was a very middle of the ground job. Its whole thing is that it can cast black and white magic, but only the very low level black and white magics. It can also use a sword, making it viable in both physical and magical combat, however, not specializing in either. We won't be using it for the time being, however, we did unlock it. And in this episode, we do have one more sub-scenario to complete in order to get all of the jobs for Chapter 2. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to reach 500 subscribers by August, so it'll really help me out, and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. So, we'll do our usual things here. We'll go to our village, make sure we increase our population by 2. Grab all of our new stuff here. Nothing too crazy. I mean, at this point, you guys know we're kind of just getting everything all at once. Anything we can get done in less than an hour. We're getting very close on not being able to do anything in less than an hour anymore, just because we've upgraded stuff so much. So most things here are going to have to be between episode upgrades from now on. We'll go ahead and grab this valley parts right here. Looks good to me. And now we're going to go ahead and do the sub-scenario. So a quick reminder, we did see this in the last episode because I didn't realize it triggered as soon as you walk into town. But basically, if you wait till nighttime and walk into town, you'll see a little cutscene. We'll go ahead and rewatch that real quick. We can go to Event Viewer, Sub-Scenarios, Chapter 2, and it should be, is it Fearless right here? It's either Fearless or Operation Bravo. I lied. It is a preventable tragedy. This is the one that will start the final sub-scenario for Chapter 2.
I'm sorry, are you? They were certainly in a hurry.
Looks like they dropped something.
Let's have a look.
That isn't yours. You oughtn't.
No, I ought to. And good thing I did.
Why? What does it say?
Rose to strike Northern Hideaway. Warn them to flee at once.
What? Rose. The Blood Rose Legion.
Let's hurry north, to the hidden village.
And so, we have to go save the hidden village. And that's exactly what we'll do. So from here, we actually need to go to the top right corner. You can see it over there. We briefly went in that direction a few episodes ago when we got the Ranger Asterisk. But we can come back this way. Instead of going right, we're actually just going to head up this time. And right over here, we'll have a fight before we get in there. Looks like just some basic enemies. Let's go ahead and just attack them down here. Not too worried about any of these guys at this point. We are level 30 plus now. Yeah, I mean, Edea by herself just does insane damage. So it should be right around here. Yep, we have the Wither Wood. And so we're just gonna run through this place. We'll see if there's some new enemies here. Turn this back to 100. And we'll display our map. Right here we have our first chest with a remedy in it. Looks like it's just some more of the legions. I forgot I didn't scan the Legion Archer. If you remember, we redid one of the fights a few episodes ago. Because Edea had died right at the end of the fight. And I guess I don't think I ended up fighting a Archer again when we redid it. I think we just were able to blitz him down quick enough. Ooh, I might not be able to finish this off. Yeah, I'm gonna leave both of them barely standing. That's unfortunate. With 324, huh? Let's just go ahead. I do need to switch this around, but we'll go ahead and hit both of them with a... We'll just go ahead and brave here and just hit them both with thunders. Good thing we fought them there, though, because I do need to go switch out one of those black magics for... Summoner here. A reminder that at some point I will be grinding out the red mage because it gives you the MP bonus ability. However, that won't be for quite a while. We have a Dagon, not a full-grown dragon, just a Dagon. We'll go ahead and blitz him down, then try to get rid of this Legion mage, and then I'm actually going to default with Edea, because I think if Edea hits the weak spot, she should be able to kill. Yeah, ice, we should be able to drop him on my next turn here. Actually, might not have even needed to with how much damage I just did. We'll go ahead, if I get the chance, I'll do a Cura on Tiz, but I don't know if it'll actually be able to go off here. Go ahead and just do a normal Blizzard, followed by our Stomps on the Dagon. Yeah, very, very easy enemy. Honestly, probably didn't even need to buff there, but I did anyways. Our Ranger gets a new job level, the Aquatic Slayer. Time Mage needs 1 JP. That's insane. Let's go ahead and heal up because Tiz took a lot there. Run over here and grab this chest for 500 peg. And then right up here we'll have one more chest. The Sleep Sword. Sleep Blade. Oh, my apologies. It is a sword. I don't think it does as much damage as, say, our scimitar here. But no, it actually does. A blade that causes sleep rarely. I figured it was actually going to be less damage but apply sleep. But I guess it is technically just better than the scimitar. For this, I do like to just go ahead and blitz them down. Go ahead and attack the Legion Archer twice, and then the Legion Mage twice. And then Agnès, you can wait. Ringabel, you can wait. And then here we'll go ahead and Stomp, which I should have done last time instead of just normal attacks, because that should clean up whatever enemies are still standing. That Archer has more health than I think it does. Right there we get our Time Mage to level 8. So we can learn Time Magic level 4. We'll head back up this way. There's a chest right here on the left that's easily missed with a Phoenix down. Then we have a few chests in this area. We'll just go ahead and go right to left here. We have 2 Scorpions. Oh, these are brand new Scorpions, not just the regular ones we've been fighting. So we'll go ahead and examine the first one. Agnès and Ringabel can wait, and then just stomp the other ones. Wow, it actually doesn't kill. How much HP do we leave him at? 239. I'm pretty sure a single Blizzard will actually kill right here. Yep. Tiz and Ringabel gain a level. Unfortunately, Agnès and Edea are... Agnès is behind because she died once, and Edea's always been behind the curve, unfortunately. Go ahead and pick up this chest for an Aeolian Bow. Let's go ahead and see. That should be better for Tiz, right? I actually don't know because I bought this Angel Bow from... Yeah, the Angel Bow's from my town, so I didn't know if it would be better or not. We'll come up here. You can see this chest we're running up on now. I think we should... Do I actually have... I don't have Dragon, unfortunately. So can't really do much there. We'll go ahead and get rid of this Legion Archer. Or what is that? Legion Impaler. And then, honestly, I think Stomps will just get rid of this Dagon. I don't think I need to do anything else. Well, yeah, because I crit too. 1 Stomp's gonna do it. Agnès and... Oh, Edea's barely short, but Agnès does get the level. Grab this Teleport Stone right here. And then right up here in the top left will be the last chest of this little area for 1,000 peg. You're off to the right now. Allies get +1 BP. Great. Not that I need it. Oh. I would have if I didn't do that. Wow, a crit already. Can I get a crit here? No, so Agnès will get a chance. Causes confusion, but I'm not worried about that, because I think that is one of the only status effects that goes away between battles. Yes, it is. So we'll head off to the right over here. And this will be the final area of this dungeon. Go ahead and head right here to grab this high potion. And then to the bottom left will be another chest for us. This should die pretty quick. I don't even need to use stomps. I can just do normal attacks. And there's Edea's level as well. Right here we'll find a chest with an ether. And then there's only one more chest in this area. There is a locked chest you can see right there in the top right corner behind my map. But it is locked, so can't do anything yet. This should be the final chest with an X potion in it. We'll just auto that, because we know we can beat that guy. I'm going to forget to turn auto off, unfortunately. But honestly, with the enemies we're fighting, I don't know if I need to turn... The only one that hurts is the 3 Imperial combo. Everything else can be killed with just auto attacks. And yeah, just another killer scorpion by itself. So we'll come right up here. We want to make sure we turn auto back off, because we're going to have a boss fight up ahead. Go ahead and off that. And then let's talk to this guy, make sure we heal up and save. My AI friend data changes. We'll rest in our tent and then do a quick save. Was that 100 peg or 1,000 peg? I mean, I can afford it regardless, but man, not having a merchant on the team is making it so I do not get as much as I'd like to. And so, we'll go ahead and save right here, and move on to grab our final asterisk of Chapter 2.
Good. It looks like we're in time.
Is something wrong? Gather your families and run! This place will soon be attacked! What? No way! It's the truth! Now hurry! You've gotta be kidding me!
This is no time to be laughing.
But it's too funny. How could you fall for it so easily? What? Hurry, girls! Send word to the Valkyrie!
To think so simple a snare would work on the infamous Vestal.
What's become of the people of this village? You didn't...
Gone, and not by my hand. This place was deserted. Though I cannot say whether the original inhabitants left alive or dead. Agnès Oblige, Vestal of Wind, you will come with me.
We won't let that happen!
I'm here, ya.
Do not resist. Running is futile as well. You're perfectly surrounded.
I'm here, ya.
You've not been given leave to speak, Edea.
Friend of yours?
Why are you doing this? This isn't...
I warned you not to speak.
I'm afraid I cannot keep silent. Agnès is my friend.
Yes. I've heard all about you, Edea. Traitor to your homeland. Ally to that monster. Alternus begged me to talk sense into you. He was beside himself.
He's not. Alternus has nothing to do with this.
You and I learned the sword under the same master. We shared a vision, a dream. We swore our blades to the service of Eternia, and pledged to fight for her future. Yet here you stand, a traitor.
I had to.
To free mankind from thraldom before the crystals. To create a new world where all can live in peace. These are the tenets of the Grand Marshal's philosophy. The same that you denied when you betrayed your homeland and spat in the face of your father. Why, Edea?
I knew nothing before. I was innocent, ignorant. But no longer. I've seen the world with my own eyes, judged right from wrong for myself. And now I can say with all confidence, you are wrong. All of you. The Council, the Forces, the Legion, none of you are making people's lives better. You burn cities down, bleed people dry for money. One atrocity after another.
You mean to deny your own father? Just like that?
Yes. I don't understand what he's thinking. I can't accept it.
What have you been looking at this whole time? The Vestal's illusions?
I know what I've seen. I'll let no one deny it, not even you.
This is my final warning. Return to your father's side, Edea.
I cannot. I won't. I can never go back to the Eternian forces.
The Grand Marshal's orders were to eliminate any obstacle.
Father!
Your words have made this clear. You are an obstacle before me, Edea. I'll not hold back. Your treason ends now!
And so, we fight the Valkyrie in Haria. I don't know how it's pronounced in this. It's a reference to the fallen warriors in like Norse mythology. But regardless, let's go ahead and default while we examine. She has a 20,000 HP, weak to none, and a human. She used Crescent Moon. Just like the Ranger, this is a very BP heavy job, so she will try to store up her BP before she unleashes, and she can deal a ton of damage. So, of course, we're going to go ahead and default a whole bunch to try to build up. You can see that already took BP just to use that Crescent Moon ability. We should have only one more turn. Let's hope she uses a Crescent Moon again. Yes, so she does have one less turn now because she is at -1. So with Tiz, we'll go ahead and default again. However, with all of them, we are going to go ahead and start doing stuff. So on yes, let's go ahead and have you... let's Cura everyone. And then I want you to... let's see. I'd like for you to throw... probably Protect on Edea, Protect on yourself, and Protect on Ringabel. Ringabel, though, it's your turn to start going crazy here. So let's have you just Zizudra's Sin a whole bunch. And then Edea, I said he's going crazy, but really we all know it's you who's about to go crazy. So let's Air Splitter, followed by a whole bunch of Stomps. She's not weak to anything, so no point in actually buffing up our swords right now. If we want, though, we actually could. It might be worth it. Let's go ahead and throw a Thundara on our weapon. Because it's second level spell, it should still do more damage than a base Stomp. So we'll go ahead and do that. We get our Zeusdra's Sin. I do wish I could skip it the first time you see it in battle, but no worries. I think because I wasn't on speed up before this either, I can't skip through this, or I can't speed up through this part. 1,200 damage is pretty solid, and she's about to be hit by 4 of those, so it's gonna be about 4,800 damage in total. Really, really solid. Hey, here's the big one. Let's see how much she can do. We start with an air splitter to raise her attack. Doesn't really do that much, unfortunately, because I didn't crit. Now her attack is raised. She's now doing 2,400, and she crit twice. That's insane. Now we'll throw a protect on everyone, making it much easier for all of them to survive the next couple turns. We will have Tiz. You can see Inheria is already at half HP. We're going to have Tiz go ahead and just probably target a whole bunch, just in case she does decide to default here. Agnès, I will have you go a protect on Tiz, just to make sure he gets everything. Ringabel, let's actually have you default here. And Edea, you're going to go all out. Let's go ahead and stomp 4 more times and see if we can kill her in 2 turns. With this targeting, we're only going to be doing about 900 damage, but that's totally fine. This is where the real damage is going to come from. Can I get those crits again? Not quite, unfortunately. We get the defense on Tiz. It's a little bit too late. However, as you can see, she has 1,200 HP left, so it should be a very, very quick battle. We'll throw a Cura on Tiz just in case, and then default with him. Tiz should be able to drop her right now. So that's 1,800 XP and 180 JP. That should be a level up for at least Black Mage there. I don't think anybody else gets a actual level up, but we do increase our job level to level 7, learning Black Magic level 3. We also get the Valkyrie Halberd. You got the Valkyrie Asterisk. The Valkyrie launches hit-and-run leaping attacks, skilled at powerful BP attacks, and favors spears. Their specialty is soulmates, and their job command is acrobatics. Their stat affinity, just like the Red Mage, is very, very mediocre. However, it favors a little bit more in the strength, vitality, the physical department in this one. They have an S rank in the spear, with a C rank and a couple other things. However, you're probably going to be just using spears, and they have an A in their armor aptitudes.
You've grown stronger.
Inheria.
Why do you weep? You've bested me. Be proud.
I never wanted.
Edea, hear me now. My final request. Meet with him. With your father. Face to face. No more intermediaries. Look at him. Look at him, and you'll see it. What he seeks. I know.
I will. I swear it to you.
Good. That's good. My sisters, you've come to guide me.
And so, we've unlocked the Valkyrie job. Let's go ahead and leave this area. Figured I would have to use a teleport crystal here, just to get us back to the entrance really quick. And so, we've unlocked a brand new job. Let's go check it out real quick. If you throw it on anybody, I do recommend putting it on either Tiz or Edea. For the sake of this, I will go ahead and equip Edea with it. So what the Valkyrie does is, if you've played any other Final Fantasy games, it's basically the Dragoon job. So the way it works is it specializes in hit and run tactics. However, it uses a lot of BP. So for instance, you have Crescent Moon here, which is you unleash a physical attack on all enemies that deals the same damage as a conventional attack. So it hits every enemy for the same amount you would even if you did the attack command. However, it costs 1 BP. So basically it costs 2 BP to utilize. You have Jump, which is jump out of the screen at the end of the turn, and then come hurling down the next turn, dealing 2 times the damage of a conventional attack. Damage is tripled if a spear is equipped. So basically, you use 2 turns and 1 additional BP in order to jump up, and then the next turn come crashing down for most likely 3 damage. You have Spear Lore, which raises spears to S. Judgment deals 3 times the damage of a conventional attack to 1 target. Spirit Barrier, become impervious to damage for 10 turns by sacrificing MP equal to 10% of the damage you have suffered, and so on. This is a very, very strong physical job. Like, very, very powerful. However, it just, I don't think it has as much utility right now as the Spell Fencer does. I've really, really liked the Spell Fencer, especially on Edea. She's doing a ton of damage. And if I had Valkyrie, I wouldn't really be able to utilize Stomp or anything else that Edea currently has. So I will be putting Edea back on Spell Fencer. However, Tiz here is another story. Tiz has a very, very solid job right now with Ranger. The thing with Ranger is all these Slayers that he gets, you just deal additional damage to certain types. And this isn't determined based off your bow. You do not have to have a bow to actually use these Slayer abilities. So again, very, very good. I think I do want to go ahead and try Valkyrie. I'm not, like, sold on it. I don't really like how the guys look with Valkyrie either. So I may end up going back to Ranger just because I really do enjoy the way this one looks. However, I do want to give Valkyrie a try. I want to go ahead and try out this Jump and Crescent Moon combo just to see how much damage Tiz is putting out. Let's go ahead and throw Valkyrie on him, at least for the remainder of this episode. We'll go to equip, just to make sure he can equip a spear here. We do have the Valkyrie Halberd. You can see it's not going to do nearly as much damage as it would otherwise. Is he also not going to two-hand it? Interesting. Is there... I know I can do the ability that Edea has, two-handed, which is... holds sword, spear, axe in both hands to raise physical attacks. Maybe I will have to go through that on Tiz here. We'll go ahead and probably take physical defense 10% off. And instead... oh, I actually don't think I can give him the knight ability. No, I can't. Two-handed. There we go. Lets him hold it in both hands to deal a little bit more damage, which I think will be pretty solid. We also can look at soulmates here. You increase your physical attack and magic attack each time an ally is knocked out. So if an ally is knocked out, you will get even stronger as a Valkyrie. Yeah, you have your acrobatics here. We went over this. You do get even more powerful jumps, such as high jump and super jump, which does 4.5 times. And then this one deals double damage to all enemies. So you can get some pretty cool abilities. I personally am a really big fan of Dragoons in the Final Fantasy series. So I do want to give this class a shot. Let me go ahead and go change Edea back real quick, though. I want to make her back into our Spell Fencer. In the next chapter, she will be getting a new job that will probably be a permanent job for her instead of Spell Fencer. But for now, she's doing insane amounts of damage with this. I also want to keep her as a sword user because I don't have another sword user right now, and I think it'll be pretty good for her. And so with all that taken care of, we do still have some more time, so I think we're going to go ahead and progress through the next dungeon. So we'll have to go through this real quick, but it is basically on the far left side of this area. I can quickly show this off. So you can see here, this Crescent Moon, if I use it, is going to drop me by 2 BP, which means even if I default, at full default, if I have max BP, if I use the ability 4 times, I will immediately drop to -4, just because of how it works. So we can go ahead and Crescent Moon here. I actually don't know if this will let me Crescent Moon, but we're going to find out. This is all a test here. I can Crescent Moon all this. However, you can see I'm quickly losing BP. In fact, I think I was about to go down to -8 BP, which is absolutely insane. But it's really good at getting you stuff like the Sweeper ability, which increases your peg that you get. So it's a very good, again, you use BP to do massive amounts of damage. Not anything crazy. I do want to go ahead and go for a regular attack next time we get into a fight. I'll actually switch this back to 50% just to let us get some distance here without getting into a ton of fights. But I will go for a normal attack just to see a comparison in our Ranger versus the Valkyrie. I'm pretty sure the Ranger still does more damage, but I do just want to test it out. So we'll have to just do a normal attack here. 330, it's about comparable. I think he was doing about 400 otherwise. Let's go ahead and Crescent Moon here. Again, actually I could just go ahead and do Crescent Moon a whole bunch to go ahead and get rid of him. I wanted to see a jump, but I do need to get enough job points to actually be able to use jump. And I don't have enough BP. I literally cannot go below -4. So Edea will clean up for me. We can go ahead and use our magic. I want to heal all them, get rid of all their poisoning. I should have probably went back and rested, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. I forget that there's that giant world map you can view. And so, our next destination is going to be right here. This is going to be the Twilight Ruins. Is something wrong? Do you remember the girl who won at the festival? Sure, the little one, right? I have no interest in little girls. There's nothing sexy about a twig that's yet to bud. I can't imagine how she won. I don't think Edea was asking for all that. I could swear I've seen her somewhere before. I just can't place where. I also... Did we see who actually won? Because I don't remember that. So you'll see, we actually have a crystal puzzle here. We can go over to the right first. Grab this treasure chest. We get a high potion. I do want to make sure we switch this back to 100 just so we can view the new enemy types in this dungeon. When you activate the crystal, the doors will actually flip. They'll toggle. It'll show which ones are color-coded here. So the yellow crystals will toggle those. And we can run up and around. Brand new enemy type here. Looks like we have a imp. We'll go ahead and default with everyone else. 2000 HP, weak to earth and light. It is a demon. Ooh. Not too excited about that. I wonder if I do Crescent Moon, can I do normal attacks, or is it still going to say I don't have enough BP? I will go ahead and default with her as well. Just because, again, this is mostly just a trial run here. Yeah, so you can only go to -4 BP. You can't even make an attack if you go below that. Edea can clean up for me, though. Go ahead and stomp all these imps. It's crazy the amount of damage she does compared to everyone else. Now we can actually try out the jump ability. So we'll try that next time. Let's go ahead and activate this crystal so we can get this treasure chest right here to our left. Again, this will toggle the green doors, the moon doors. Pick up this ether, and then we'll toggle it back and run up. Ooh, they get a first action here. They drained my HP. So let's see. If I do 2, and I jump on an imp. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Oh, you can't do multiple because you have to let your turn pass. So let's just see how much a single jump does. They go away. We'll go ahead and default with everyone else. And then they jump for 117 damage. So basically, you do 2 times the amount of damage you would have done. However, the drawback is it takes 2 turns to do it. You can see it's very fun. However, it's On paper, it looks really powerful. However, it's not really as strong as you would think. I will go ahead and just keep running this just for a little bit, just because, you know, maybe it'll be able to surprise me. We'll probably end up switching back to Ranger before the next episode, but we'll at least give Valkyrie the best shot it can in this episode. Go ahead and activate this switch to toggle it back. You can see this is basically going to be the puzzle of this entire dungeon. Not exactly a challenging puzzle per se, but it does take a little bit of time just because you do have to watch that animation. We have an aqua lantern here. Let's go ahead and examine it and then have everyone else default. It's going to be weak to lightning. Yes. Unfortunately, though, Tiz, let's go ahead and have you use your crescent moon. But Edea can't actually use her ability, so we'll just Thundara everybody. Unfortunately, Ringabel, though, is not in the best position right now because he is at very little MP. So he's not going to be able to do this for long. Doesn't count as a one-turn victory, unfortunately, because I do spend a turn examining. But we'll go down here to the next floor. Right up here will be our first chest we can grab for 500 peg. And then toggle this. That way these doors switch. Now we're slowly starting to getting into doors that are going to have to take multiple doors or multiple toggles to get through. So let's go ahead and Crescent Moon twice. And then these enemies are actually weak to that earth. And because we're fighting multiple, we'll actually go ahead and let's just do a couple of these. Go ahead and Quera all of them. Because either that or Ringabel. And I don't really want Ringabel to worry about it. I'm going to have Edea default here. I should be using Edea every time. But I'm just curious if these guys can take care of it by themselves. Well, if they keep draining, they're not going to be able to take care of it. Jeez. And I only got... That's not doing any damage. Wow, I'm shocked, actually. Unfortunately, because I'm feared, I can't default right now. And I have to attack because of fear. There we go. Deal with all those imps. Those guys are a little bit of annoying enemies to deal with. Let's go ahead and heal everyone up. It gets rid of fear, luckily. Silence doesn't go away, but I'm not too concerned with that. We'll take this right path first, because there will be a chest up here for us to grab. But we need to toggle this one to go to the left side. But in order to have gotten here, we needed to keep the right door open. So now we can toggle this one to open up both doors on the left path. Not too terribly complicated right here, but just showing off that you might need to toggle multiple doors to get two switches. Got even more of these guys, huh? Let's go ahead and Crescent Moon twice. On yes, let's have you Quera. Ringabel, let's have you just default. And then Edea, yeah, I am going to have you start stomping just because we need to put that damage out before they get fear on everyone. Which they're very keen on doing every chance they get. And we get Spear Lore support ability for the Valkyrie. Let's just use S rank and spears, which is pretty good if you're looking at using spears in other jobs that might not let you use it. I like to just use the jobs that are, or the weapons that are made for the jobs. There's very few instances where I don't. Whoa, that is a Minotaur. Let's go ahead and I need to start with an examine here, so we'll have everyone else wait. Double damage, huh? Weak to earth. So we'll go ahead and actually do a jump ability here. On yes, we'll have you Quera. Ringabel will have you wait. And then Edea, you theoretically, was this 3,000? Yeah, 3,000 HP. Go ahead and have you just stomp a whole bunch. Wow. You did it by yourself. That's insane. I mean, you put out so much damage right there. Go ahead and head a little bit deeper. And right here, we have a couple ways we can go. So we want to make sure that left path is open, because there's a chest on that left path you can see up there. We want to actually come up here, toggle this one. This will let us grab this first chest. We get a birch bow right there. Go ahead and toggle it back. Then we want to hit this yellow one, which will toggle over there on the left, letting us access this light blue crystal here, which will let us grab this chest, and then we can continue on. Let's go ahead and just crescent moon twice. Agnès can wait. Ringabel, I need to have you wait too. Oh, Edea can't. Forgot she is silenced. I was going to have her use thunder on her blade. We'll see if we can still kill, though. Great, silencing everybody. Not quite. Ooh, okay. We actually just need to default. I need my physical attackers back. This Blizzara is hurting right now. Ooh. We're still fine. We can still Crescent Moon twice. Let's have Agnès cast a Cura on... Nope. A Cura on Tiz. Ringabel's still silenced. And then Edea should be able to clean this up. But I do need to go ahead and cure this silence on everyone, because this is getting a little out of hand here. Tiz gained a level right there. Hit level 32. I did want to use Valkyrie for the rest of this. However, I'm clearly seeing the drawbacks in Valkyrie. Judgment looks cool. Deal 3 times the damage of conventional attack to one target, but it costs 2 BP. Like, it's not the best. It's very BP dependent. A little bit later, when you have like the merchant who can just give BP to people, it'll be a little bit better. However, until then, I think I'm going to go ahead and swap back to Angel Bow. And then for our ability, we'll go ahead and give him... We'll take off two-handed, just because it won't do anything. We'll go ahead and give him the physical defense up again. Then make sure to heal everybody up. And then I want to actually use Agnès' magic with Asuna to get rid of Ringabel and Edea's silence. Tiz doesn't matter because he's not using magic. Go ahead and hit this crystal. Let's grab this chest here. We also need to remember that red crystal right there will let us get that chest. We get Hermes sandals right there, a new accessory. I know I haven't changed accessories in a while. A lot of the accessories are very, be resistant to more water or be resistant to fire. There's not a lot that are just like, unlike other RPGs where it's like, oh, this accessory increases your MP by +5. There's not really a lot that actually do that. So that's why I'm not too worried about it. So this is a... How do I know their typings again? Probably just Elemental and Demon. I don't have either of. So I guess I'll just do normal attacks. But again, normal attacks right now are just going to be a little bit stronger with this because I switched back. Let's go ahead and throw our Thunder on a Blade. Do this properly. Letting us stomp the Aqua Lantern. Let's just two-shot the Aqua Lantern. Then we do just leave him with a little bit more HP. 1200, huh? What can I do about you? Not much, unfortunately. Agnès, let's have you go ahead and do 2 Queras on him and see if that will get rid of him. Hit everyone with a silence again. That is tough. Both Agnès and Ringabel gain a level. It is it's starting to get really tough to get rid of these silences. Truly, I think that's the hardest status effect to be hit by at this point in the game. But not much you can do about it. We'll go up first, grab this chest. A Minotaur before we get there, and a demon, huh? Okay, so Minotaur is a beast, so let me actually use Beast Slayer on the Minotaur, which has a really good chance of just outright killing, and then we'll have Edea stomp the imp. Yeah, 955, we're hitting weak points every time. This isn't a beast, but we'll still do decent damage. Go ahead and grab my ether. Toggle this, that way on the left there we have that door open. And then there is one more chest on this floor, however, it is just the blue chest. It's going to be right there, but can't get it just yet. I say just yet, it's actually going to be quite a while before we can come back and get those. We still have a few more chapters to go, but honestly not that bad. Go ahead and do Minotaur, 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 and then do a normal attack, because as we learned, we will kill in 3. And then just stomp the imp. And there we go. That's another enemy defeated. Edea also grows to level 32. I'd like her Spell Fencer to hit level 8. Level 28 is the recommended level for this dungeon, which we are well above at this point. Right here, we have the final floor of the dungeon. So we'll come up here, and we actually have a secret passage. Should be right around there in the bottom left corner. 2 Minotaurs this time, huh? Still shouldn't be that bad. We'll just do Beast Slayer a whole bunch. We're not going to have many more Beast Slayers left after this, because it does cost MP. We should be able to take care of at least this round, and probably one more Minotaur if we need to. Crit with a weak point. Weak point. Massive damage. Ooh. We're fine. I wish Edea wasn't silenced. I'd be able to utilize her MP. She's like the only character that doesn't use a lot of MP right now, even though she's a Spell Fencer. We're all the way here to the right. We get the Courage Ring. We'll check that out here in a second. We have a couple more things we can grab. Over here on this right side, we're actually going to have a few different chests we can get. Oh, wow. Go ahead and Beast Slayer the Minotaur 3 times. And then a normal attack on the Imp. Both of you guys will have to wait. The problem is I actually don't think I'll kill the Aqua Lantern this turn, because I don't have anybody that can do lightning damage right now. Wow, and I didn't kill the Minotaur. Edea, please, thank you. And I think I just have to default this one. I could use Asuna. Yeah. Go ahead and Asuna Ringabel here. It's just going to save me a little bit of time. It's not a ton of time, but it'll let me at least use the Thundara to get rid of him. I've been kind of holding off, and that's the reason I didn't Cure Silence, was because if we fought anything crazy, I wanted Ringabel to be able to deal with it. We are fastly approaching the end of this dungeon. We are almost out of MP all around. So first we're going to grab this chest right here. This is a Turbo Ether. Then we'll go ahead and toggle this one. You can see there's a sun above this door and that top right door. Go ahead and pass through here, where we'll find another chest hidden right here for an X potion. Ooh. Enemy gets +1 BP. That is not good for me. Let's go ahead and... I can only Thundara one time. I'm out of MP. Let's see what we can do here. I mean, perfect criticals. I really needed those right now. Please. Yes. And Spell Fencer is now level 9. You learn Sword Magic level 5. I will go ahead and actually just turn this down to 50% now. And then what we need to do is we actually need to toggle this green, which will open up that top left door. And so then we need to hit this yellow one. Let's just go through the left side. And then we could just run all the way to the end, but we do have one more chest to grab. You can see right there to the left. So we'll make sure to hit that blue crystal to grab that chest. And then we'll be able to come back, hit the blue crystal again, and then run all the way to the end. Grab this one. That is the final chest in this dungeon. We get the dark charm. Only other one we're missing is the one we can't open yet because we need the key / lock pick a little bit later. Okay. I can do Beast Slayer. 8, 16, 24. But then I am burnt out. So let's just hope Edea. I think Edea will be able to do enough damage here on the other Minotaur. Especially if we get some crits here. Regardless, that kills. And then a normal attack. Yeah, we should be fine. Go ahead and hit this blue crystal. And that should not only be the last fight we have to fight, but that should be the last crystal we'll have to activate in this dungeon. Let's run up here. Let's quickly talk to this guy. I want to make sure I rest in a tent here. How much does it cost? It is 1,000 peg. Wow. That's more expensive than a Phoenix down in potions now. And I do quickly, just because I had mentioned it, I want to look at some of our new accessories we've gotten recently. Courage Ring nullifies Dread. Peace Ring nullifies Confusion. Nullifies Paralysis, the Earthing Ring. Clothespin nullifies Sleep. Star Pendant nullifies Poison. Mage Shell raises Magic Defense. Dark Charm is resistant to dark, wind resistant to wind, thunder resistant to lightning, ice resistant to water, and then a fire would be resistant to fire. We have Hermes, which raises our agility, Mithril, which raises HP, or the Bangles just raise HP. Thief Glove increases our chance to steal, Gauntlet raises our strength. So still not really anything I want to change. I think still having her immune to silence is the best right now. Silver, this though, I definitely could have changed this a long time ago. Let's make it so he's immune to... Probably give him more magic defense. And then her nullified charm, I can actually get rid of this as well. I think I want to give her... Was it the bangle? No, I think it was the gauntlet. Is what I had. I either had the gauntlet or the bangle. Agility's not great. There's not really anything else I'm too excited about. I could nullify Dread, so that way she can always use BP. That might not be too bad. And then let's just check this out real quick. Ranger still has bow lore I'm not too excited about. He probably honestly won't be able to get anything else before we give him his next job, but this is one that is very good to come back and grind. On Yes, also probably won't get anything else. She might get save TM MP. I think it's save time MP, right? Yeah. She might get that before we change her. Ringabel actually is the one character we won't be changing for a while. We will have to go back and level up his summoner eventually, but we have a little bit longer before we have to do that. So honestly, I'll probably switch him off Black Mage here in a bit just to work on getting some of the skills from Red Mage. And then Edea just got Spell Fencer. I don't think she's going to be able to get anything else. Because I believe she's going to be the first character we change in Chapter 3. I'd actually love to get Knight leveled up a little bit more. Just for that physical defense 30. But not too worried about any of that right now because we will have a dungeon to complete and a chapter to complete in the next episode. Let's go ahead and go to our village here. We get a parts completed, and what could I grab? Anything for about 30-ish minutes. It's a 50-minute. It's an hour. That was a 2-hour one. Ooh. We'll go ahead and grab this hill part shop. And with that, guys, I think this is a good place to wind things down. In the next episode, we will go ahead and complete this dungeon, and I believe we'll be able to complete the entirety of Chapter 2. However, that'll wait for the next one. I will see you guys then.